Welcome, Ross Wars, to another edition of Monday Night Miracle. Mike, Gators. Man, I'm kind of excited to get into these matchups this week. Really close ones, some nail biters, some good divisional matchups for sure that really come right down to the wire. So this should be fun. Getting into these really tight matchups and use some upsets. Got some upsets coming. I think there's some upsets to be had this week too. So should be good. So I'm trying to get this out there. I had to restart the whole video over again. We lost power. I got this huge storm going out. So I'm trying to get this out there for you guys because I'm as excited as most of you guys are probably to see how these matchups turn out. So let's just go ahead and just jump right into it. We'll do a little chatting afterwards, whatever. But yeah, there as we go. Let's go ahead and share the screen here. Get us going. All right. So first matchup, first thing up is America Workers. We're going to run down some quick guys that really helped some teams out this week. Some teams that really could have used the win too. So yeah, so let's see. We got Hawkinson. He came in with 43. Great day for him. I mean, I pretty much was the only primary target to even work with there, but yeah, had a good day. Jonathan Allen, Frankie Louvu. I'll watch that game, man. It seemed like every time I turned around, you could hear his name. Oh, Frankie Louvu. You never forget that name. Anyways, great pickup for the Unforgiven there on that one this year. And you had Zach Allen, Jared Goff, for you truthers out there, Austin Eckler, Josh Jacobs, Luakon, Geno Smith, Jack Jones, Sam Reddick, Sean Gary, Marcus Joyner, Justin Jefferson, Miles Sanders, just to name a few. You know, it's kind of round out. You guys can kind of see who the rest are. So, yeah, some guys had some really good days. Really helped some teams out. Let's see if they help get them the win. Forgiven, have three players in the top 7. Let's see how well that worked out for them. Okay, so let's move over to the matchups. Our first matchup is one that is already in the books and done. So the Gunslingers are going to take this one in a nail biter. It came down to, this could even come down to a stat correction. Never can tell. But as we stand today, Gunslingers got them a win. So way to go there, Mike. Got you good squad there going. Had a little hiccup on week, I noticed, but got that correct. So all right, let's look and see who did some help for these guys. Let's see. Let's go with the Gunslingers. They had Damian Harris, got him a touchdown. Did a pretty decent day. So did Marquise Brown. Defense. Wait a minute. Dallas Goedert did good. Got a kicker with a 20 almost. So yeah. Kicked a lot of field goals. How many did he kick? 1, 2, 3, 5 field goals. Yeah. Got the win though. Okay, on the defensive side was Justin Jones, Trey Crowder, Josh Sweat, David Long, Pratt. Looks like his defense did really well. I think that's what really got him the win. But 1 week I don't start Crowder too. Look at it. Damn, fucking guy. Okay, so over here for the Mayhem, we got T. Higgins had a good day for Chris Olave. Like that dude. Freiermuth. Carlson, another kicker, did really well. Quentin Williams, Zaven Collins, Jersey Jewell, Malcolm Rodriguez, and did some all right on her defensive back. So the win goes to the Gunslingers, who go to 3-1, and Mayhem will fall to 2-2. Okay, so let's just go right along the line here. Just jump into this one. Looks pretty good. Okay, so we got the Mugmen and the Puffins. And this is another really close one. Another one that looks like just by the projections, looks as if it's going to be a real nail biter. So Puffins have Daryl Henderson and Robinson go with Jalen Ramsey for the Mugmen. So with a 4-point lead, Henderson and Robinson going, I hate to do it. I hate to stroke Sean's ego, but I think he's going to pull this one out. I think he can even get a little better than the 288 that he's projected. If everything plays out, unless Cam Akers comes in and just takes over the backfield. But yeah, so yeah, looks like the Puffins get their second win in a row. 2 losses in a row, 2 wins in a row. He's looking like I think that'll put him at the top of the chapter with the win over the Mugmen. Yeah, leading the chapter. The chapter 12 is pretty much open, wide open at this point. Wide open. I think I bailed too soon. Anyways, we got Geno Smith, did pretty well for the Puffins. Brandon Cooks, DK Metcalf had a great day. Let's look up here on the defensive side for them. Josie Jewell, Pratt, Boyer, all did well. For the Mugmen, Wilson, Dotson, CeeDee Lamb, DJ Moore. His wide receivers came through. He's got a pretty good, solid group wide receivers, even with Amron still out. He's still pretty solid there. Josh Reynolds picked up the slack on that end of it. Kind of a good day at 21. Justin Tucker. I don't know why I keep doing the kickers, man. But, Brian Burns, Cam Jordan, Van Der Esch, and Tyrann Mathieu got an interception. That was great to see. I like that dude. Wish I'd never let him go. But yeah, so I think the Puffin are going to take this one. So there you go. There you go, Sean. Win number 2, my friend. You're on the move. Got a couple win now players if you're looking. Just kidding. Just kidding. I'm just kidding. All right, on to the next one. Okay, got the Crunch and the Rottweilers. Another kind of fairly close one. The Crunch are pretty much done. They pretty much set the bar at 300. That's what he needs to get 24, 25 points shy of that. He has, he's got Warner going, which could happen. That's it's not above happening, but I don't think he's been doing too well to start the year. Not sure what he's averaging, but I would say it's probably around 10, 12 points, maybe, like right here is his projection. So yeah, going to be tough for the Rottweilers to come back with just one guy really laying it on there, but it could happen. But I'm going to say it doesn't on my end, anyways. And the Rottweilers still be looking for that first win. But let's get into some of the players that could have helped them. Let's see: Joe Burrow, Fournette, Higgins, Ertz and Joku did pretty well. Another kicker. It's the kicker's week, I guess. Kickers in green. Kenny Clark, David Long, and Snead did really good. For the Crunch, Von Bell, Wasu, Crosby did real well. Green, Deron Payne in the 20s. Cortland Sutton had an all right game. I mean, Denver just didn't really have much going on in that game offensively. Fantasy wise, of course, I don't think anybody's fantasy players did well in that game period for both sides. I think it was a pretty ugly game. CEH did pretty good for him. Kind of a nice day. Pretty much wraps that up. So yeah, I think the Crunch are going to hold them off and just they're going to move to 3-1. Stay keeping in pace with the Blitz, and the Rottweilers are going to still be looking for their first win as they fall to 0-4. Now over here to this one, and I know Tyler's waiting to hear this one, but Tyler's got a lead. Tyler's got a pretty good lead. What is it? 20 points, damn near 20-point lead. And projections are showing him to win. Let's see these guys. He's got Cam Akers and I think Ernest Jones. Ernest Jones against Boza and Hufanga. I said, hey, that could be actually a pretty close matchup there because if Cam Akers comes out and plays the way he did in the second half of last week's game, I think the Warlocks will definitely take it. If not, it's going to be even closer, and they could even fall. I'm going to pick the Warlocks in this one. I think the Warlocks can do it. I think Cam Akers kind of pretty much showed that he's the back there second half last week. So, yeah, let's look at some highlights. This was a pretty good matchup. See, Jared Goff got him 35 points, which made up for the Trubisky benching. It really helped, man. That could have really hurt if Goff would have just put up his normal week. Could have made this match even closer. But yeah, Saquon Barkley, pretty good day. J.K. Dobbins, man, he looked great running. He looked really good. I thought he looked really good. I was watching that game. So I haven't been in a couple of leagues, so this one I'm kind of happy to see him doing well. But anyways, J.K. Dobbins, Romeo Dubs got on the board, got him a touchdown. Parker, I got his projection. He got about got him a touchdown. TJ Hawkinson, Calais Campbell, JJ Watt had a really good game. Malcolm Rodriguez, he's doing really well. He blasts his projection every week too. He's doing really well. Pete Werner and Derwin James over here for the Blitz. Let's see who they got. They had a pretty good showing. Pretty okay day for most of his players here. 16, 18 for Floyd, Smith, Diggs. Nothing huge out of anybody that could have probably put him over the top. So basically just kind of a down week on the defensive side that normally carry any deficiency he has on the offense. So yeah, Grady Jarrett is probably about the only real big highlight there, but then on the offensive side, he's got Kelsey, that newly acquired Kelsey, and Derrick Henry kind of showed the way for his offense with Patrick Mahomes. So pretty much that's about it. You got Mixon, got a 17. He did pretty well, got him a touchdown. So yeah, but I don't think it's going to be enough. I just think he's gonna. Boza could put up some solid numbers. Let's look at this, Foster. I think Jones has been playing pretty solid. Cam Akers kind of showed that he can be the running back there. Yeah, I'm going out on a limb. I'm going with the Warlocks on this one. It should be like really close. Probably come down to the fourth quarter, some garbage shit that could really swing some stuff. But other than that, it should be a really good one. So the Warlock will get their first win of the season. Another first win for the team this week over the undefeated Blitz and the clear number one contender for the title this year. So good win, Tyler. Good win. Nice first win of the season too. Like take down one of the big guys. Right on. Okay, on to our next matchup. Okay, here we go. We're with the Arsenic and the Pigskins. This is about a clash for the division and to keep pace with that number one seed, that call out with the Arsenic at 3-0 and the Pigskins at 2-1. But this is pretty much over. I mean, the Arsenic came out and had a really great day, set the bar really early in the day. I don't even think you had anybody in the late game or the Monday night game. Obviously, you don't. And the Pigskins still have Debo Samuel and Bobby Wagner. Two really good guys, but you're talking 100 points, you're talking 50s from each one of them. So that's good luck. Good luck on that one. But no, not happening. And R6 stay undefeated. Undefeated. I think they'll be if the Blitz fall, they'll be the only undefeated team in the RR remaining. So let's look at some highlights. He had Josh Allen, kind of did okay. You know what I mean? Really had to struggle to come back on that game from behind. So just to put up that kind of numbers is pretty good. Wilson, considering the day he had, I mean, he had a good day. Most of the fantasy options for him. I think Jerry Judy had a pretty all right day. I think he's got Jerry Judy too. He did. Oh, he did. He got him on the bench. Yeah, he did okay. Okay, so yeah, he had Brees Hall did okay. Damian Harris, obviously, we talked about him earlier. Devontae Adams and Marquise Brown for his wide receivers. And then on the defensive side, usually always has some pretty solid numbers on this side of the board with Eddie Jackson at safety, Demario Davis, uh, Matt Judon, Dexter Lawrence, Quentin Williams. Forrest Buckner put up a big fat 0 and he still get the win. Nice. So yeah, that's how he did it right there in that defense, and those big numbers out of just a few of his offense gave him what he needed. Over here, Kyler Murray for the Pigskins, Christian McCaffrey, Mike Evans, he's a beast. Wilkinson, not too good. Levante David, Jonathan Owens, but a lot of single digits here, sprinkles about more than the doubles. So yeah, the Arsenic take this one. And we'll move to 4-0. The Pigskins fall 2-2. And we're on to, I'm pretty sure this is our last matchup in the RR. And it's the Unforgiven and the Unicorns. And this one is another one that's really close. The Unforgiven are done for the evening. They don't have no one going tonight. So they set the bar at 305, which is 21 points that the Unicorns need to get out of Aaron Donald and Greenlaw. To me, that's doable. That's real doable for them. So yeah, they're gonna probably take the win. I think they can put up to 21 points that it would take to win the match. And this one was another chapter 10 duel in and out. And I think the Unicorn are going to take it, move to 3-1. And Unforgiven will fall to 2-2. It's a tight division, always. They got good teams. Okay, so for the Unforgiven, Justin Herbert, Nick Chubb, Austin Eckler. His running backs did really well. Tyreek Hill, McKenzie, and Adam Thielen did really well. On the defensive side, he had Frankie Luvu, Kyle Walker, Asante Samuel. Pretty much that's it for The Unicorns, it was Jacoby Brissett did all right, kept them in the game. Jamal Williams, Mike Williams did pretty well. Jonathan Taylor with a 3, that really hurt. Jonathan Allen, Christian Barmore, Aaron Donald still at to go. Got Milano, CJ Mosley, Tranquil's linebackers did really well. Got a nice 15 out of Brisker. So, and I think Aaron Donald and Greenlaw can get him the points he needs and get the win for him. So there you go. That's that. So I'm gonna say the Unforgiven take this one and move to 3-1. Oh, sorry about that. Unicorn take this one and move to 3-1. Unforgiven fall 2-2. So we're on to our next matchup. This one's pretty much in the bag too. It's pretty good, sizable 60-point lead. Each of them have one going. Slashers have a quarterback going. Matthew Stafford up against Nick Bosa. So I think the Saints are going to fall short on this one. So let's take a look. For the Slashers, they have Russell Wilson, Christian McCaffrey, Leonard Fournette, Ramondre Stevens did well, Mike Evans, DK Metcalf. On the defensive side, Devin White, Nick Bolton, Owusu. This backs did okay with a 16-14 for McGregor and Hobbs. G. Grant, John Johnson did all right. So yeah, put up what he needed to get the win. Really, I mean, that's what it really comes down to. That's what you're here for. I think yeah, Matthew Stafford's going to have a pretty good game. It should really just make it tough on Bosa to even try to catch up. Okay, Kyler Murray, Josh Jacobs, Devin Duvernay, Adam Thielen, Justin Tucker, another kicker. Kickers are all in the green, man. They all did well this week. Kickers. Van Der Esch. The rest of his defense kind of just, yeah. The whole team just kind of had a couple bright spots, like you said, Kyler Murray, a few others on there, but Josh Jacobs. But other than that, just kind of laid an egg for him. So Slashers move to 4-0. That makes them the other undefeated team, and I think the only undefeated team in the PP. So congratulations, guys. Okay, so it's 4-0 for Slashers and fall to 1-3 for the Saints. So next matchup. So there's a really close one as well. There's only 4 points separating them at the moment. They each have 2 guys, Cup and Wagner for the Koalas, and Robinson and a kicker, Matt Gay, going. Now, if Matt Gay keeps up the trend of the green, means beating the projections, see over here, green, then the Tyrants will probably have a chance. But I don't see that really happening, and that's probably not going to happen with Cup and Wagner going. So, yep, I don't see it happening. I don't even see it being that close in this projection right here either, to be honest with you. I see the Koalas taking this pretty handily, and they'll move to 3-1, and the Tyrants still be looking for a win. Bright spots for the Koalas was Brady, Herbert, Mixon, Cortland Sutton, TJ Hawkinson, CJ Mosley, Mike Edwards, and Rashawn Jenkins. All did well for the Tyrants. We had Donovan Wilson, Cam Dantzler, Levante David, Jihad Ward, and Justin Jefferson on the offense, Derrick Henry, and Joe Burrow. Just wasn't, it's not going to be enough. You know, it's going to put up a pretty nice number for the night, 300 plus. So can't hang his head too much on that. So, but yeah, not enough for a win. And they'll fall to 0-4. The Titans fall to 0-4, and the Koalas will move to 3-1. And our next matchup is Panthers and the Tiger Sharks. The Panthers have one person going, and it's Dre Greenlaw. So Greenlaw against Kittle, Donald, Ernest Jones. And they're down 26 points. Greenlaw will probably get 15, 10. So you're looking at 41. 40 points. Which that can happen. Kittle and Aaron Donald and Jones, that's 12, 13, 14. Ooh, golly, it's going to be a tough one here. Oh, I haven't even looked at the projections yet, but I think the projections do have Tiger Sharks. Man, I'm going to just say the Tiger Sharks are going to probably pull this one out. I think they're going to squeak it out. I think Kittle's it's going to hinge on if Kittle can have a good game. Kittle has a good game, beats that projection, really going to put the squeeze on the Panthers. And because I see all the defensive guys pretty much doing their part, pretty much getting what they're going to need. And it's all going to hinge right here. Can Kittle? If not, he'll still be looking for a win. But I think the Tiger Sharks should be able to take this one and move to 1-3, giving them the first win. Congratulations, Shaq. Get your first win this week, hopefully. I'm pulling for you, because I got Kittle myself, so I'm just hoping he can put up some numbers too. So yeah, Panthers will fall to 2-2. Highlights for the Panthers were Chubb, Eckler, Kelsey, Clark, Crosby, Mack had a good game. Green, Demario Davis, Frankie Lavu. Like, there you go. I'm saying his name more and more. Jordan Poyer. For the Tiger Sharks, they had Pete Werner, Sean Gary, Dexter Lawrence, Draymond Jones. Kicker in the green. Kickers in the green, I'm telling you. Gerald Everett, Tyreek Hill, and Mike Williams did well for him. Miles Sanders and Saquon Barkley for the running backs. And his quarterbacks just got what they needed. Their projections didn't do nothing spectacular. Two going out really kind of hurt that side. So yeah, Tiger Sharks can take this one. And with 1-3, Panthers 2-2. Our next one is the Badgers and the Blizzard, my bad. Blizzard. And it's a pretty close one. It's only, 25 points difference that Connie has to make up with her two players of Wilson and Higbee. So could be done. This could be done. It's pretty much showing that she got it. She should be able to take it. So that's what it's showing on projection. I can kind of see that happening. Jeffrey Wilson's kind of a little bit of a wild card. But Higbee could certainly put up his points. Going to be a real close one, but I think Connie's going to get her a win this week, and the Blizzard are going to fall. I'm pulling for Connie. I think she got this one. I think she can do it. I say just go completely away from Wilson. But anyways, let's go to the highlights. Highlights for The Blizzard were Patrick Mahomes, Damian Pierce. Nice game for him. CeeDee Lamb. On the defensive side, Sam Hubbard, Devin Lloyd, Derwin James. Just kind of put up enough to make it tough on Connie, but I think she's going to take this one. She had Rashad Penny, Romeo Dubs, Josh Reynolds. Kicker did well. Brian Burns, Tremaine Edmonds, Jack, projection, Jairus Sneed. So, yeah, she got enough to pull off the win. So, congratulations to Connie on her first win. She'll go to 1-3. Blizzard fall 2-2. On to the next matchup. And this was the PP matchup of the week. Our one was Arsenic and the Pigskin. I guess it's Arsenic. Just I forgot with the Arsenic, just kind of steamrolling past them. But yeah, kind of the same thing going on here too. The Tremor and the Falcons, both of them set at 2-2. The Tremor got 57-point lead, 57, 58 almost point lead. Got two players going and should easily have this. I mean, Brandon Ayuk, I don't see him putting up 50 some points by himself even. So plus the match Deebo Samuel and Jalen Ramsey, no way. So that's an easy slam dunk for the Tremors. Tonight they're just coasting, just get the whole win. And they'll move to 3-1. Falcons will fall to 2-2. The highlights for the Tremors were Matt Ryan did okay. Brees Hall, Jamal Williams came in when Jonathan Taylor went down, and or not Jonathan Taylor, but Swift being out came in, did really well. And Devontae Adams, Brandon Cooks, Joko still looking good. We had Jonathan Allen, Aiden Hutchinson, Aluakon, nice fat 34 for him. I think he had like 20 some points, 25, 26 points the first half. It's killing. Drew Tranquil, Steve Backs really didn't do much for him at all. No help from them. But yeah, it was enough over. I mean, had CEH did okay. Even though this is in the green, I really don't consider that doing okay considering who it is. Grady Jarrett did well, and then you see all this red. Nobody really did much there. Minka got his 28 points. So yeah, just kind of fell flat for him. So Tremor take this one, move to 3-1, keep it in pace with Slashers, and the Falcons fall to 2-2. Okay, moving on to our last matchup, which is the Legion and the Gators. This matchup is another close one, a really close one. And I think trade for Brady may just give the Legion the win that they need. They lost Williams. Gordon really didn't do much. So matchup projection-wise looks pretty close. The Gators still have Stafford and Kittle and Fuller, I think, going. Yeah. So they're just going to try to put up the points to catch up and see if they can make it a match towards the end. For the Legion, they got Cup. So yeah, we'll see. It should be closer. It's either going to come down to a stat correction or the Legion are just going to, and Cup are just going to come out and just blast me and be done. Call it a night. The way to catch up. So I do have the Legion winning this one. I do think Cup's going to have a great night. Should be a really close one. throughout, and probably Cup takes over in the fourth quarter and just pulls away and they get the win. But some highlights for the Legion are Tom Brady, recently acquired Tom Brady, and Daniel Jones did well, got him a couple of rushing touchdowns. Um, Nobody for the running back, wide receiver Justin Jefferson did his thing this week, came back nicely. His tight ends did really well with Everett and Freiermuth both having good days. Everett's catching a touchdown. Kickers again in the green. And BJ Hill, Josh Allen, uh, Quiddy Pay, Nick Bolton, Devin White, just had a really solid day. Minka on the defensive side had a really solid day. For the Gators, bright spots were probably, if I had to pick one in the running back, it would have been Rhamondre Stevenson, just because he actually did well for what he should normally be doing. So in the offensively, Chris Olave got him a touchdown this week. Robert Woods got him a touchdown this week. So came through a little bit there for me. Kicker again, Green. On the defensive side, the Gators really did well with Sebastian Joseph Day, Chris Wormley, Sean Gary, Wasu, Shannon Wasu, Miles Jack, Luakon, Dancer, and deep backs kind of just Donovan Wilson did well. Maybe Fuller can pick up enough space, snack there, and get me to win. Doubt it, but one can hope. So yeah, looks as if the Legion are going to get their second win of the season, keeping pace with the other 2-2 teams in Chapter 12. So they'll move to 2-2, and the Gators will fall to 0-4. Still working on the rebuild. So maybe selling some more shit. So, anyways, that should wrap it up. Should be a really good Monday night game. Hopefully, so like I said, there's some really good matchups to keep an eye out as far as in roster wars here. So should be exciting to kind of see how these unfold. And everybody have a great night, and I will see you guys next week. And hopefully by that time I won't be as tired, and we'll be able to get through these things without me feeling like I'm going to pass out. So, all right, guys. So that's it. That's a wrap, and see you guys next week.